All right, commentary on spoken word. Yeah, Globe changed the world. All right. So basically, the whole purpose of Yeah Globe is to say if you're talking to the world, like what are you gonna say to the world? You should be telling the world, I'm gonna change you because you got way too many problems. Like every human being was born to do something to make the world a better place. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's how you do it at your job, how you do it after work, how you do it in the community, as a child growing up, how you do stuff in the community or what have you, ideas that you have, big ideas, for the world and whatnot. No matter what age you are, you were born to change the world some kind of way. So, just imagine yourself talking, talking to the planet saying, hey, I'm going to change you in my lifetime. Now, because, if you really think about the world, it's so many problems in the world. You can either say, well, it's just so many problems, that's just life. Or you can say, before I die, I'm going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make a difference with some of those problems. And that's the way I go about life. Some of the things I said in there, I was giving some little clues, like what do they say, leaving little trails or whatever. Basically, like I'm starting a lot of businesses I wrote business plans way back in 2005 when I first came out of college. Slowly building businesses for 20 years. Now they're about to all take off, get to the $1 million level, eventually the $1 billion level too. It's just like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. They stuff started off with, Elon Musk started off with a notepad. Bill Gates started off in his garage. Mark Zuckerberg started off in his dorm room. You know what I'm saying? Steve Jobs started off with Apple, started off in his garage. You know what I'm saying? Amazon started in the garage. All these big $1 billion, $1 trillion companies, they started small. So, you know what I'm saying? It's no different. I'm starting the same type of stuff. And my stuff is going to be, stuff that can go nationwide and globally. All right, so it's different things. Fitness is entertainment, is technology, agriculture, fashion, a bunch of other stuff. All right, so all in all, like 6 different businesses. But basically, I said it's way too many millionaires and billionaires that just don't care about nothing but showing off. Like, what good is it for you to come out of somewhere, out of a struggle, and then all you do when you come back is you just show off? Where you could be providing 1,000 jobs, you'd rather drive drive through in a Bentley. You'd rather show off what you got. You'd rather just be fancy and all this stuff when you could be starting businesses that hire thousands of people and change thousands of lives. You'd rather drive through and show off in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something. You know what I'm saying? That's worthless. So, but I basically I said, if we invest in the people at the bottom and the middle with ideas that can really grow, and they pay it back with interest, everybody will have more. I mean, that's the way every millionaire and billionaire should be thinking. Like, what city am I from? What state am I from? What area of the country am I from? Let me invest in that area, and everybody will have more over time. All right, so like for example, Jay-Z being from Brooklyn, him being a billionaire, like Brooklyn shouldn't have a homelessness problem. They shouldn't have a job problem because you got a billionaire who's from there, and he's not the only one. It's multiple billionaires. Compton, California should have no problems because you got multiple mega millionaires. You know what I'm saying? People worth over $500 million are from Compton. Compton shouldn't have any problems anymore. You know what I'm saying? But if they think about themselves and not pouring back into community, and money is supposed to circulate. You know what I'm saying? You give money out, it comes right back. You give it come right back. But if you leave it in the bank and leave it into just basic investments, then it's not really changing many lives. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, then I said, the Bentonville and Hershey. I said I'm about to pull a Bentonville and Hershey straight up out of Skeegee. Bentonville is a small town, still population below 50,000, but Walmart makes over $600 billion a year. So a company that makes over $600 billion is based out of a city with less than 50,000 people. Same thing with Hershey. Hershey, I know they're over 100 million a year. I forget. I think they might be in the billions, but probably in the billions. But their Hershey, Pennsylvania is, I think they're less than 25,000. They're even a smaller town when you got a major, one of the biggest companies in the world, hands down probably the biggest chocolate company in the world, right out of a small town. So Bentonville and Hershey are my two business models, city models. Little towns can have major corporations. So trying to turn Tuskegee into Bentonville and into like a Bentonville and a Hershey. And that's what was I saying? Let's see. And that was it. Basically said I'm fixing. Forget people can go to Mars for all I care. I'm fixing Earth, bro. Starting with the 4-6. So basically, and like I said at the end, you can change the world, dream big, trust God, but start in your city first. A lot of times people think, oh, I'm gonna change the world, I'm gonna do this. Before you go change everything else all over the world, start with your city. Whatever you're doing in your city, that should represent what you're trying to do worldwide. Okay, don't try to go change the world if you're not gonna change your own city first. You know what I'm saying? Before you go invest in all these multimillionaires and everything that come from, especially ones came from the entertainment industry, sports and all that, before y'all go invest in all these big billion-dollar companies that already are rich, how about you invest in your own city first, your own community first? So when you come home and your families who still live in that community don't have to worry about crime anymore, don't have to worry about unemployment anymore, because you provided 1,000 jobs. You know what I'm saying? You donated and helped 10,000 kids over time because you're giving $1 million a year to this, and you're impacting 1,000 kids a year over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. Over time, you're impacting tens of thousands of people, not just showing off to your followers online, so, and investing in big, billion-dollar companies that are already rich, that, don't really need your help. You know what I'm saying? You making money off of that, but you can make just as much money off of small businesses, because small businesses actually grow more than the big businesses. But anyway, all right, so let's go. Yeah, Globe, let's change the world.